Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Iris Siriani and I help people bring more love into their lives from the inside out. And today I want to talk about confidence because I believe the sexiest thing that you can wear is your confidence. Whether you are single, whether you're in a relationship, whether you are looking to bring somebody into your life. Confidence is so attractive. Confidence is so alluring. Yet, in our day-to-day lives, in our interactions with our work, with our kids, the stresses of life, and even if you are in a relationship, sometimes the day-to-day can really cause our confidence levels to take a dive bomb. And so that's what I want to talk about today. I'm going to share some things that you can do that are no cost and that are really going to help you boost your confidence, because when you have that level of confidence in yourself, when you feel that good about yourself, that actually ripples out into the universe, and it's going to impact the people that show up in your life. It's going to affect how you show up in your work. It's going to affect how you the people that you attract. If you're looking for a partner, it's going to affect all of that. So let's get started on some really easy things that you can do starting today that is going to help you build your confidence. So tip number one to help you build your confidence is take care of your body. A lot of people sacrifice themselves to take care of everything else in their lives. They put their health and their physical well-being on the back burner because they've got to get to work, or they got to take care of the kids, or they've got to rush home to their partner at home. They got to go and help a family member. They got to do that thing that they really don't want to do. And even though they might schedule in physical exercise and activity that they know is going to make them feel good, it's one thing that seems to be easy to kind of brush underneath the rug, and it never gets done. And you think, okay, well, I'll do it tomorrow. But it just doesn't happen. And so what happens over the course of time is that we become very sedentary, and we start to not take care of ourselves in that way, and we start to feel sluggish, and we start to feel less attractive. And so tip number one is make yourself a priority. I mean, we all have to work. We all have to do that thing. We all have to show up in our businesses. We all have to take care of our children if that's what your responsibility is. Whatever it is, if you are not taking care of your physical body, if you are not exercising, if you are not eating right, then you're going to suffer. Your body's going to suffer, and it also affects your mindset, which is tip number two is mindset. But I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. So your physical body, when you take care of it and feed it healthy foods and exercise it and move it, it actually releases the endorphins in your mind as well. Physical exercise makes you feel better, and chemically it makes you feel better as well. But you start feeling better about yourself, and taking care of yourself in that way and making yourself a priority is really the ultimate thing that you can do in terms of self-love and self-care. And when I talk about self-love, a lot of people will say, well, yes, I do love myself. However, they don't make their health and well-being a priority in their life. They still sweep that underneath the rug. So that is tip number one. Move your body every single day. If you are eating, move your body. If you are sleeping, move your body. You have to move your body and fill it with fuel that is going to nurture you and sustain you throughout your day. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, like I said, is mindset. When we start to get in the pattern of being inundated with responsibility, with life, with listening to the news, with surrounding ourselves with people who are negative, it is going to impact our mindset. We are the average of the 5 people that we hang around with most, which means that if you surround yourself with a lot of negativity and a lot of people who complain about stuff and, who are, talking about the news and what's going on in the world and, how tragic that is, and it is tragic. Oops. So a little bit of commotion out there, and it is tragic, but if we make that our focus, it gets into our head and we start to become saddened and heavy and depressed, and that then permeates into our everyday life as we become consumed with the responsibility of work and children and family and all of those types of things. So then we start talking to ourselves, and then we start beating ourselves up, and then we start saying, I was going to go to the gym yesterday, but I didn't go to the gym yesterday, and why didn't I go to the gym, or why did I drink so much yesterday? And just, it's that beating down, that constant beating down. So mindset is huge. Okay, so my suggestion to help you elevate your mood with mindset is listen to positive things on YouTube. There are so many amazing morning motivational, uplifting things that you can listen to first thing in the morning. Turn off the news. Turn off anything that has that constant buzz of negativity. Maybe start weeding out, or distancing yourself a little bit from people who are influencing you in perhaps a negative way, and start inviting more positivity in your life. Mindset is really huge, and that actually is a conversation all by itself. So I'll do more on mindset in another video, but let's move on to tip number 3, okay, is do something that excites you. When was the last time you did something really exciting and really riveting and something that really fired you up? And, skydiving comes to mind, but I've never gone skydiving, but like just the thought of that, or bungee jumping, right? I mean, that's a cost thing. Not everybody has the money nor the desire to do something that thrilling and exciting. But what is that thing that you have been wanting to do that you just haven't done? It could be going to watch a movie, a thrilling movie or something like that. I'm just, just throwing things out as they're coming up, but do something that excites you. And sometimes what excites you might just be a bubble bath. So it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. It's just something that makes you feel good, that kind of fires you up from the inside out and gives you that charge, that nerve charge right through your body, something that's exhilarating. Because when you have that exhilaration and it's just like, yes, I did that thing, then you feel good. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel very, very confident in yourself that you did that thing, right? So that is tip number 3. Tip number 4, actually, I just had that thought, so I'm going to throw it in here right now. Tip number 4 is go through your space and clean out anything that does not make you feel good. If you have a lot of clutter on your desk, clean that up. Get it nice and organized on your desk. That is going to make you feel really good. If you have a bunch of clothes stuffed in your closet and you can't even open the door anymore to get something off of a hanger, it is time to go through that and clean it all out and get rid of and donate anything that you haven't worn. Let's say even in the last year, or you look at that piece of clothing and go, do I like that? Does it make me feel good when I wear it? Or is it just in my closet for the sake of taking up space? If that's the case, then consider perhaps getting rid of that. Cleaning out your space and having it organized and having it tidy so that when you look around your space, whether it's your office space or your bedroom space or your living space, wherever it is, that when you walk into that room, you go, yeah, that's good. This feels good, right? And when you do it, you will know exactly what I mean. That's a confidence booster. That's clearing out mental clutter. It's clearing out physical clutter. It is also clearing out mental clutter, which is super important. Now, here is my last tip for building instant confidence. Most people, a lot of people, I shouldn't say most people, a lot of people have not picked up a book and learned something new in forever. But I've always said knowledge is power. And knowledge is power, I do believe that. But more than that, knowledge makes you feel intelligent. And when you feel like you have something to contribute, something more to contribute to a conversation, when somebody can ask you a question on a topic that you were interested in, that you took the time to learn and to absorb, and somebody now is asking you a question about that, how awesome does it feel to be able to say, yeah, I know that, and you can have a conversation about that thing. Knowledge, reading, expanding your mind is really awesome because it not only builds confidence, it builds vocabulary. And some people might think, well, what's the point of building vocabulary? What's wrong with my vocabulary? There's nothing wrong with your vocabulary, but it is super empowering to learn new words, to be able to use them effectively and at the right times. Like, it's just an empowerment thing, right? When we fill our minds with new learnings and we can actually use them in the outside world, we build up that confidence. So whether you're learning a new language, whether you are reading a biography on Marilyn Monroe, whether you are reading a biography on the Rolling Stones, listening to something on TV that's a documentary, like, it doesn't have to necessarily be just reading a book. It could be anything that is increasing your knowledge, that is helping you become more knowledgeable, expanding your mind and expanding your experience. Very, very powerful. So I'm just going to recap all of those 5 points. Number 1 is take care of your body and how you move it and what you feed it, and make yourself a priority, because man, when you feel good on the inside, it just radiates out there, and it's just the most amazing thing. Watch your mindset, watch what you say to yourself. Watch what you consume in terms of the news and who you surround yourself with in terms of the negativity. It will bring you down. And so watch your mindset. That's tip number 2. Tip number 3 was do something that excites you. Tip number 4 was my slide in and clear out your space. And then tip number 5 was expand your mind. So I hope that you have found this video super helpful. Leave a comment below if you like this video. Give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, sending you so much love. Bye for now.